Hey guys, what's up? I feel like today has been a total bust. I've tried and tried and tried to come on here and do a live, and I just keep failing at it, and it sucks. I did a video earlier today of feeding Digger, and I know that went through okay, and I think I'm okay now. Um, Earlier I tried to do a video and the sound wasn't on. Then I had another issue with the second video I tried to do. I'm just having issues. So I I did a, thank you, babe. I did a workout earlier today. I went in the gym. I did cardio. I have been doing everything that I can without overdoing it. So I'm trying to do all of this as a very slow process, which is okay, because once I start to get into gear, I can go like full steam ahead. But just starting out, I kind of have to get back into a groove. I'm not there yet. I am going to join a gym in the next 2 weeks. So I'm going to have that going on for me. I have the house gym where I can work out. We have a couple things we have to maneuver downstairs. I haven't told Greg yet. I feel like I need just slightly more room or something organized where I can do some squats and some crunches and that kind of stuff. So I'm going to work on getting that together. And I'm just feeling pretty good. The last, I'm gonna say 2 weeks, I've been doing a lot of reflection on things that have happened in the past and kind of where things have gone wrong and what I need to improve on. So that's kind of one of the things that I've been really focusing on, which is a good thing. Hey Jennifer, thanks for stopping in. So I am planning on doing more live videos before and after my workouts, so I can kind of say like how I'm feeling, and that way I have a record of it for myself, because I do have videos that go back to like 2012, 2013 when I was competing, and it's really awesome to go back to some of those older videos, and I'm like, wow, look at how positive I was. Look at what was going on. I was so awesome. What happened? So I'm starting to realize kind of like where I went wrong, what I did, and where I pushed my power off to. And I'm working on kind of bringing that stuff back so that I can be healthy and I can be the best that I can be, and try to live a long life. We never know what's going to happen, but there are so many things that I can do and a positive impact I feel that I can make, and I just am really kind of working towards that. And I don't know, I'm just feeling really, really positive. And I know that it's actually pretty funny. I was going back and looking at my old Facebook account, and back to the time frame when I was competing and doing bodybuilding competitions, and I'm like, wow, I was so positive, and nobody came around. Nobody came around during the hard times. People came around after, and they're like, oh, you're doing so good. How are you doing it? What are you doing? And you don't realize it, especially during your hard times. You're just like, everybody was with me and now nobody's with me. And it's like, no, people don't come around until you're actually doing something good and you're showing results. And then people want to come around, and then they want to be supportive, and then they want to learn, or then they want to know what you're doing, or then they want to give you like a positive feedback. And sometimes you just have to do stuff without anybody looking or watching or paying attention. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. it makes sense to me. So, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. And my attitude is starting to shift. It's not going to completely shift overnight, but I'm looking at things a whole lot differently. So that's kind of cool. I'm also really, I guess at this point in my life and with my age, I'm just like, it's really time to do the things or say the things or just be you. You can't hide what you are, and you can't hide who you are, and you can, but what kind of life is that, right? Like, it's better to be you and then let people, thanks, Leah, I appreciate it. It's just better to follow your heart and do the things that kind of make you feel like yourself, and just be loved for who you are and what you are. And if people can't appreciate that or like that, then you just got to kind of move on. And so that's kind of like how I'm feeling right now. You know what I mean? So anyway, I'm sitting here. I have my tarot cards. I'm just kind of shuffling my cards and working with them and kind of learning them and kind of feeling them out and just enjoying that whole process. And I'm also realizing, here's something I haven't talked about. It's pretty interesting. So I'm trying to take a little bit of time, and somebody said, why don't you take time at the end of the night? And I haven't done this quite like I should, but take time at the end of the night and think about the people that have passed away during that day, right? It gives you a new perspective on life. And you don't have to know somebody personally, but just think, like, there's somebody out there that doesn't have family, that hasn't been found, that maybe has a lot of family, maybe has influence. There's so many people in this world, and there's so many situations, so many things that you don't know about, and it's just, I don't know, it's kind of like a cool, weird thing to think about at the end of the night. I don't know. So there's that. I don't know. I guess I'm getting old, and I'm at that age where I'm just thinking about a lot of things and just trying to process things and trying to understand the world and life. And I guess at this point in my life, I haven't dealt with death in a normal way, if that makes sense. So I think doing that is a good way to try to understand things. I mean, it's kind of a weird thing to say. I haven't dealt with death in a normal way, but my mom, my dad, my grandmother, my one grandmother, well, actually both my mothers have passed away, but my grandfather passed away, my uncle, a very good friend of mine. So I've had a couple coworkers that have passed away, but I don't feel like I've ever really dealt with it in a normal way. And then Greg was telling me that, like, it's a Southern thing that when people pass away, that, this is kind of weird, this has gone this way, but anyway, that you stay up and you talk to the person until they're buried, which is weird, because I've only found out about people that have passed away, very close family, by the way, through Facebook, internet, all that kind of stuff. So I don't know, it's That's jacked up, right? I don't know. He's got family from the South. But it could also be his heritage, too. Leah said, what people from the South? You hear me, babe?
I hear you.
Well, probably. I don't know. I didn't go that deep into it because talking about death is a weird thing for me because, I mean, I guess, like, I've never really dealt with it. It's like, oh, I found out through Google or through Facebook or by going to somebody's house and finding out that, like, my mother's, finding out that all her crap was gone and, there was nothing in her house. I looked in her window, there was nothing in her house. That was almost 6 months to the day after she passed away that I found out that she had nothing in her house. So, I'm not the person probably to be talking about this. I don't know. It's weird. That was awkward. Okay, let's talk about fitness. So anyway, so I think I'm going to start, when I work out, I think I'm going to do video before and after. Well, not before and after, sorry. In the morning and in the evening, after my workout, to kind of say, like, what I'm feeling, where I'm at, what's going on, all that jazz. If there was a live YouTube video back in the day, man, because I used to ramble the F on my daily vlogs back then. So, I don't know. It's kind of cool. But you just got to kind of go with the flow, go with it, do your thing, be honest, keep track of things. I'm keeping track of things on a blog. I'm trying to. I'm trying to take pictures and keep track of everything, but, you know, I'm not always really good at that. So, anyway, I'm going to pull my cards for the evening, and I'm going to write them in my little book. I have a book here. I have two. I have this one. This is my tarot book, and I have a playing card book. And what I do is I write down the question, whatever it is, if I have a specific question, or if it's a 1-card pull in the morning or a 3-card pull at night. So it's actually kind of cool. So, like, if you're learning playing cards or tarot cards, what you can do is say at night, like, tell me about my day. And you can do morning, afternoon, and night. You pull the cards, and you can kind of see what they tell you. And if you pull, like, what is this? Queen of Swords, you could be like, what does this represent? And you can kind of go from there. So that's kind of the things that I'm doing right now. That and just trying to work through some questions and my fitness and all that jazz. All right. So I guess I'm going to end this here. Greg and I will have breakfast in the morning. I think I'm going to have him, I don't know, he made a really good breakfast, so I might have some of his. And, but I have some eggs and avocado and salsa, so I might just do that because I have to eat it so it doesn't go bad. And then for lunch, I'll probably have some, I don't know, probably fish, probably tilapia and some veggies, and then I'll take some chicken, and then when I come home, Greg and I'll eat. I know we've got burgers, got a couple things, so I don't know, we'll figure it out. I'm trying to stick with meats and veggies right now, more like keto-esque, but not too strict. When I do keto, I do like 25 grams of keto. And I've actually recently found out I I was weighing everything the other day, and I weighed some lime, and I realized that lime has 4 grams of carbs, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, so it's amazing what you can find out when you actually track everything you put in your mouth. Now I did lime water, so I'm kind of like, well, I don't know. Is it 4 grams? Is it less or is it more? Because you keep pouring water in, and you're getting more. But I guess not, because if you're saying you're eating half a lemon, I don't know. I don't know how that works. It's kind of weird. But anyway, all right. I guess I'm going to end this here. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle my cards tonight and do that and get ready to go to sleep, I think. Babe, what time is it?
8:55.
It's 9 o'clock. Probably be up for another hour. But anyway, I'm going to go and I'll see you guys in the morning after my workout, after my morning workout, get a little workout in, talk some fitness, kind of go with the flow. If you guys have any questions for me, you can email me or you can leave me a message or whatever. All right, I'm going to end this. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.